Hello everyone, welcome to Samiksha Academy. In this particular video, we will be discussing about 18th Pravasi Bharatiya Divas that is going to take place in Bhubaneswar, Odisha, right? So in this context, I thought to discuss this particular event under 5 divisions. One is about, if you see here, the current update. So what's about the event? Second one is when and why it started. Third is about the significance of Jan 9th. Fourth is about key outcomes of the event, and finally what exactly the significance of the event. So in these 5 divisions, I would like to provide some information with respect to this particular event. So if you're going into the details, 18th Pravasi Bharatiya Divas, Bhubaneswar, and the most important thing is diaspora of contribution to Viksit Bharat for developed India. Understood? That's the theme. And the remaining one, it is like Pravasi Bharati Express, so from Nizamuddin to Bhubaneswar, right, to showcase India's heritage. Understood that? So government plans some initiatives here, and the main purpose here is to attract investments to Odisha. As you all know, recently BJP came to power in the state of Odisha, and another important point here is the current ruling regime completed 10 years of actist policy. Earlier it used to be called lookist policy. The current government named it as actist policy. Understood? So it is like to further attract investments to Odisha. So this particular event will be helpful for the state of Odisha. Understood that? So that's the reason. If you see the aim here, to attract global investment to celebrate Indian diaspora's role, right? So in that context, we can understand the current aspects with respect to this particular event. Next, if you go back to the historical background, when this particular event started way back in 2006, right? The main purpose is to mark the contribution of overseas Indian community. As you all know, if you talk about citizens outside India, there are actually 2 divisions. One is about the NRIs, second one is about the OCIs. What is the difference between OCI and NRI? NRIs are still Indian, right? OCIs not, they won't be holding Indian citizenship, not exactly Indians. Understood that? But earlier their forefathers used to be from India. So that's why for these people we will be providing OCI card. Okay, so that is some information about it. And the most important aspect is 9th of January. As you all know, on this particular day of 1915, Mahatma Gandhi came back from South Africa, right, to fight for India's freedom. Understood that? So in that context, we have chosen this particular date. Whoever comes to India on this particular date, they will be providing some kind of contribution towards country's growth and development. So that's the reason for which this particular date was chosen, right? Next, if you go to key outcomes of this particular event, what are the key outcomes? First one, we came up with a separate building for the activities and coordinating activities to be conducted with respect to these events. Next is whoever contributes for the growth and development of the country, whoever in the sense either individuals or institutions, right? Either individuals or institutions which are contributing for the growth and development of our country, individuals and institutions, right, outside. For them, we are giving this Overseas Indian Award, also called as Pravasi Bharatiya Samman. And another important thing, as I said, from 2006 onwards, after this Hyderabad Pravasi Bharatiya Divas event, right, we took up a decision under which we will be providing OCI cards. What these OCI cards? They are similar to passports. Usually, if any outsider comes to India, they need to carry a visa. But if you are holding an OCI card, you no need to carry any visa. Directly, you can come to India, right? At the same time, you will be accept voting rights. There are lot many provisions, right? These people can avail with respect to education of their children, with respect to properties, right? With respect to investment, they all will be guaranteed and protected, right? So that's the purpose of OCI card. Understood that? Next is in 2015, the significant change that happened with respect to this event was that then from 2015 onwards, the event will be conducted biannually. Understood that? So earlier there used to be annual events, but from 2015 onwards, there will be an event after every 2 years. Understood. So that's the reason right now the current event is 18th. Understood. So this is about this particular outcomes of the event, but this is the most important one. What is that? Significance of the event. Right. Just on the right side, if you see here, you will just come to know the 2024 remittances. If there is any country that got highest number of remittances, it is none other than India. Just see the difference between first and the second, almost half. Understood. So it showcases the kind of remittances we are getting. That means the kind of influence our NRI and overseas community is having. Understood. So in this context, if you see the significance of why these kind of events, on one side definitely it will allow us to attract more amount of investments. Next, definitely they will be coming here, they will be the culture they imbibe there, right? They will be sharing here, they will be from here to there, they will be carrying our culture. Eventually it is for promotion of the soft power. Soft power means power of attraction through culture, not through coercion using force. Understood. So it is to encourage India's soft power, at the same time to share knowledge. They will be coming with their resources, with at the same time we will be sharing our resources. So it will act as a like exchange of knowledge center, like this particular event. In the similar fashion, eventually it enriches eventually our diversity. Understood. So in this context, I feel these kind of events are very much important. So as a matter of fact, if you see here the size of the community, 35 million, the India's diaspora, in that NRIs are around 16 million, close to 20 million are the persons of Indian origin, also called as the overseas citizens, OCIs. Understood that. So this is the kind of significance this particular event holds, right? So these kind of events, that's why they are not just for the investment but also to strengthen and promote India's soft power. So that's about Pravasi Bharatiya Divas event, right? We'll come up with another initiative and see you again, right? Thank you.